welcome back to another video. This is episode 2 on the Mark 1 Audi TT. So let's go through a few little bits we spoke about last time and try and sort a couple of them out today. Let's get the car jacked up and have a look underneath to see if there's anything obvious and get those undertrays fixed back up. So underneath the car, you can see it's just the little clips missing from these, which I have gone and got. So I bought 10 of these little clips, and I'm glad I did, because it looks like we're going to be needing them. So that one actually still has one, but it's not connected in very well. See, that one still has one, that one still has one, but I think it's best just to remove them and put some fresh ones in. So that is the undertrays all fixed back up. So let's have a look at this light mechanism. So as you can see, this is not connected to this, and this is all bent up. So we are going to be replacing this right now. 10mm. So I think that broke because the person before had it fitted, let me show you, had it fitted this way up, but it's actually supposed to be that way up. So let's get that all bolted on. Right, so that's all the sensor leveling bracket thingy bobby all on. So let's plug it all in. Well, I'll take it for a drive around the car park first just to let the suspension settle, and we'll plug it in and see if we still got that code from the headlights and see if they still start doing their headlight adjusting thing. So I plugged in my AUDI 11, see the headlamps were not adjusted, code was still there even after fitting that link for the headlamp sensors, level sensors. So then I went into basic settings, I went to value 1, it then told me to wait, so I waited. I could hear some sort of buzzing from the headlamps going on while they were doing their thing. Step 1 is adjustments, so then I went to step 2, into value 2, and it said they were all adapted. So I just checked the lights to see where they're pointing against the fence, and they seemed all good to me. So I went back into the fault code, which would never let me delete before. Went to delete the code. Happy days, the code was gone. The headlamps were sorted. So doing that rod and going through the basic settings with the AUDI 11 and resetting the adjustment on the headlamp has worked. So now we have no fault codes, as you can see now. So job done. So this window ain't dropping. We spoke about this in the last video, so we need to get this dropping. So I have brought a new one of these, and it already has the microswitch already in it, because my soldering skills ain't the best. So I thought, you know something, for 20-25 quid I'll just replace the whole thing. So let's whip the door card off, get this in, see if that sorts that problem out. I've already gone through all the fuses, checked all the fuses are good, so we know that's all right. So let's whip this off.
Right, just put that to one side. Just put this dude off here. Right, so I've got the plug. Let's just plug this into the new one just to make sure it's definitely that. And the window should drop, which it has.
Which it did.
So we can see the window's dropping. So we know 100%. Look at that. It's the micro switch.
Yeah.
Right, so let's get it out. How the hell does this thing come out? Oh, bit of brute force. That's probably the hardest thing to get out, is that bit. Right, so if you look in here now, get all of this all off, and let's get that off, this off. Right, old one off, new one back on. So that just goes around there. Like that. Let's get the door lock thing in as well. It's just a very difficult thing to film this because my hands are in the way. Right, so we've got that's got to go. So I've got that all back in. See, the door has dropped now, so let's put it all back together now. Let's get this little bad boy on, which is a pain in the ass. Should get this thing on. Right, so that bit connects into there, that bit connects into there. Right, so that's that all done. So just button these last bits up now. This plastic cover here is an absolute pain in the arse. Right, so that is all on. Let me just double check to make sure everything works with the key. That is. So that is the window micro switch thing done, because we've done the whole thing in the end. So as you can see now, the window actually drops. Job done. Why won't that go back? Oh, job done. Just a bit of brute force, a bit of twist of brute force. that is now back in place. Well, that was a nice easy fix. So I've just turned the car off, and there is an auxiliary like water pump which is supposed to kick in for about 10 minutes after the car's turned on. This one's not going on at all, it's not making any noise at all. So I'm just gonna have a quick look at it and see if it's just gonna basically clean the connection up, probably give it a little tap with a hammer and just see if it kicks into life. If it doesn't, we'll replace it. So let's just have a look at that now. Right, so here's the pump, which is not kicking into life. Let's give that a quick clean.
What are you cleaning in here?
I'm just cleaning the pump, just the connections on it. Just gonna check that. Alright, let's see if that's sorted anything out.
You plugged it back in?
Yeah.
Check the machines.
And now the pump's working. Job done. Just a little bit of clean up, a little twat of a hammer. Happy days. As you can hear it buzzing away now. That's another job done. So, we're on a winner today, so far, go for it all. So we have done the window, drops, sorted, and then we done the headlamps, all done, and calibrated them all back with basic settings, so they're all working. Back seats are sorted. Let's have a look at those. So they're all nice and back now, all in properly. And we've even sorted out the auxiliary pump, which is working now. So that's buzzing away. So happy days. So next time, what we're going to do, we're going to service the car, we'll drop the sump, we'll put a new oil pickup pipe in it, basically change the oil, put a new sensor in it, because I have got a warning for the sensor being down, so we'll get that done. So then that will be the engine all ready, well ready, but you know, done. I wanted to do the oil pickup pipe before I really use the car anyway, so definitely need to get that done. So that's already ordered, so waiting for some more parts. Hopefully they'll be with me this week so I can crack on with another video for next week to do episode 3. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned as we get this TT back up to how it should be, up and running, and get an MOT on it by the end of this year. Hopefully even by the end of this month if we're really lucky, but let's just go through it all and make sure it's ready.